Parasocial relationship, a term used to describe one-sided relationships where one person invests emotional energy, interest, and time with someone who is completely unaware of their existence. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you probably have heard of this term before. It's literally everywhere, and you must be wondering, why? Well, the reason to that is simple. Today's generation, Generation Z, are full of lonely people, but that's not the problem. The problem is how they handle that loneliness. See, back in the days, if you're lonely, you're lonely. And in order to not feel lonely, you had to go outside, you had to find real life connections, you had to acknowledge that you are lonely, and you had to face it head on. But nowadays, if you're lonely, you can just stay at home, watch Twitch all day long, and boom, you're not lonely anymore. Back then, if you eat alone, you eat alone. But now, if you eat alone, instead of acknowledging that you are alone, you can open up YouTube, watch a video, and boom, you don't feel alone anymore. You suddenly have a friend eating with you. You feel comfortable. Basically, what I'm saying is, nowadays, you can be lonely, but feel comfortable at the same time. And that's basically why this whole parasocial relationship thingy is on the rise now. The whole concept of it is to make lonely people forget that they are lonely and make them feel comfortable. If you pay attention, most industries that are thriving right now are industries that are based on parasocial relationships. Twitch, YouTube, VTube, OnlyFans, and K-pop. If you're watching this, you're probably a K-pop fan, and whether you like it or not, you are in a parasocial relationship. Obviously, the severity of the parasocial relationship that you are in varies from light to severe. The people that falls into the light category are what we like to call casual K-pop fans. They don't really give a fuck. If the music is good, they listen to it. They don't really keep up to date with their idol's life. They don't stand anybody, and they usually like a lot of groups. But sometimes they can be a bit freaky, a little bit demonic. I myself is a casual K-pop fan, and sometimes I sleep with Yoon's photo card. Just kidding, obviously. And then there's the severe category. Now this category is filled with a bunch of parasocial demons who are usually lonely, delusional, bored, depressed, and chronically online. K-pop is their life. K-pop is their happiness. K-pop is their only source of comfort. It's reached a point where they care about their idols more than they care about themselves or the people around them. They actually treat their relationship with their idols like an actual relationship. A friend, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a baby, a mom, a dad, a doll that they can control. It's fucking weird, I know, but believe it or not, nowadays the majority of K-pop fans do fall into this category, the severe category, a bunch of parasocial demons who are obsessed. And the first question you gotta ask is, how? Since its beginning, K-pop has always been more than just a music genre. It's something much, much bigger. They don't just sell music. They sell comfort. They sell expectations. They sell happiness. And all those things are wrapped up in what we like to call as idols. Idols have always been the main selling point of K-pop. They can be seen as your friend, best friend, your girlfriend, boyfriend, your comfort, or your happiness. The truth is, this whole parasocial relationship thing have always been the driving force of K-pop. The only difference is, at the start, there was no social media. So these relationships were mainly sold to Koreans. That's why we have this stigma that Korean fans are a bunch of parasocial demons while international fans are the normal ones, the casual fans. And back then, this stigma was true because it was hard for companies to build and maintain relationships between their idols and international fans because there was no social media. But nowadays, since the dawn of social media, and especially since the pandemic, the stigma of Korean fans being bad and international fans being good doesn't apply anymore. You see it day by day. International fans are slowly becoming parasocial demons. And honestly, it doesn't surprise me at all. Look around you. We have content from every group out there being put out on YouTube on a daily basis. We have apps like VLive, Weverse, Bubble, where you can literally message and communicate with your idols. We have Twitter, where you can keep up with your idol's daily activities. You have fan signs, both offline and online, where you can meet with your idols face to face, literally asking them to do anything you want them to do. Obviously, as long as it's not like, open your pants. That would be sexual harassment. But other than that, you can literally ask them like, can I pinch your cheek? It's really fluffy. Can you say I love you? And the effect of all this is clear as day, but people just don't want to see it. The other day, I saw Nayeon from Twice posting an IG pic where she accidentally posted a pic with a guy in it. Some international fans went crazy, asking, who the fuck is that guy? I thought she said she didn't have any guy friends. As a result, Nayeon had to delete the pic. Yoonjin from LE SSERAFIM, her Spotify profile got leaked, and the profile picture was Yoonjin's drawing of her and Yeonjun from TXT. It started a whole ass dating rumor. Guess who leaked it? An international fan. Wonyoung from IVE. The constant overanalyzation of her behavior, of her weight, of her relationship with her group members. Ladies and gentlemen, these are all the works of international fans. Open your eyes. Being a casual fan is not a normal thing anymore. The majority of K-pop fans, both internationally and domestically, are parasocial demons. And these parasocial demons always hide their obsession behind the fact that, oh, K-pop is helping me. K-pop is making me happy. Well, let me give you a reality check. If K-pop is helping you, go into your gallery right now. If you have more pictures of your idols than you do of yourself, your family, or your friends, is it really helping you? If K-pop is helping you, I dare you to look into the mirror bare naked for no more than 30 seconds without feeling dissatisfied or insecure with yourself. If you can't do that, is K-pop really helping you? If K-pop is helping you, try to live without it. For 30 days, listen to the music, fine. But other than that, don't consume any of its content. If you can't do that, I'm sorry to break it to you, but K-pop is not helping you. I mean, worrying about your idol's weight when you yourself is unhealthy, caring about your idol's relationship when you have zero healthy relationships, caring about your idol's looks when you don't even want to look at yourself in the mirror. You see how fucked up that is? If you are at a point where you care about your idols more than you care about yourself or the people around you, if you are at a point where you spend more time consuming your idol's content than you do working on yourself, meeting with your friends, talking to your parents, I'm sorry, but you are a parasocial demon. The thing is, I can't even blame y'all parasocial demons because you have no choice. For you, it's either be a K-pop fan or be depressed, lonely, and say, I get it. I know what you're feeling. You want to feel like you have a friend when you don't. You want to feel comfortable when you're lonely. You want to feel like you're fine when you're not. You want to feel happy when you're sad. But here's the thing. Let me tell you the truth. If you fall into the category of being a parasocial demon, you live in a fake reality where you feel fulfilled, where you feel happy, where you feel comfort, but it's all fake. Because in reality, deep down, you know you're depressed, you're lonely, you have zero healthy relationship, you're insecure with yourself. If you're really happy, you would not feel the need to constantly chase for comfort, which is what most K-pop fans do. They constantly chase for comfort because in reality, they're not happy, they're sad. And they try to hide that sadness by chasing this comfort that they find in K-pop. And yes, you may feel comfortable, but let me tell you this. Your relationship with your idols isn't sustainable, and sooner or later, it will hit you that you are lonely. K-pop has a system that exploits your loneliness, a system that forces you to care and be obsessed with a bunch of idols and the products they put out, a system that makes you consume and consume and consume, a system that makes you forget about yourself, a system that distances you from reality. Now, one thing I can't deny from this system is that it works. K-pop is big because it exploits people's loneliness. Without the parasocial demons, K-pop would just be another music genre. But the problem with this system is it's dangerous and it controls you. So now the question is, do you really want to be controlled by the system? Look, you're not gonna naturally grow out of K-pop. Back then, that may have been the case. Oh, it's fine. You're gonna naturally grow out of K-pop. Shut up. Oh head, times are different now. As I said, nowadays you can be lonely but comfortable at the same time. Back then that wasn't possible. So yeah, the choice is up to you. Do you want to change or not? If not, then cool. If you do, then I have some advice for you. My first advice is be a casual K-pop fan. A casual fan is someone who is not controlled by the system. And if you want to be a casual fan, first thing you have to do is learn to not give a fuck about your idols. See, I'm a casual fan and my favorite group is Twice. But if someone says to me Twice is flopping, I say I agree. Oogie is my favorite idol, but if tomorrow Dishpat break out the news that Oogie is dating, I'll be happy. Because she would be dating me. Nah, seriously though, I couldn't give two fucks. I'll be happy for it and move on with my day. That's the beauty of being a casual fan. You just don't give a fuck. Don't force yourself to stream. Don't waste your time voting. Don't mass buy albums. Don't keep up with your idols' activities or relationships. Don't put your idols in a higher pedestal. Don't binge watch your idols' content. Don't engage in fan wars. Don't give a fuck. And if people tells you, if you want to be a K-pop fan, you have to do this, that, just ignore them. Let them be the parasocial demons that they are. You just be a casual fan. You have to face reality. You have to acknowledge that you are depressed. You are sad. You are a lonely piece of shit. And you have to face it head on. Overcome those things. Don't hide or escape from it. My final advice is find one thing that you can do that is actually going to be beneficial for you. Work out. Make a YouTube channel about K-pop, and that way you can get money from being a K-pop fan. Find connections through K-pop, go to concerts, go to meetups. I'm sure you'll find amazing people there. Like, you gotta understand, I'm not saying K-pop is bad, quit. Nah. K-pop can be useful, can be helpful, but only if you use it in the right way. And by doing the 3 things I said, I'm not guaranteeing you anything. I'm not saying you'll be happy. I'm not saying you'll be not lonely. In fact, it's not even going to be an enjoyable ride. But one thing I can guarantee you is it's a step in the right direction. So do it.